Is audio go live o'clock?
Is it?
Is.
Oh, yeah, I suppose it is. I suppose I should also put my phone on Do Not Disturb. The work D&D group chat has been super lively because of Ren Fair next week.
So, we definitely left off in the middle of like a tunnel. I don't remember why.
Neither do I.
We were here for some reason, and I'm assuming we were facing that door because that's where we had to go.
I'm sure Bio will tell us why we were staring at this door. What are you doing? Guys, Inu's cat's weird. Her head's now in my armpit. It's with you. Were we trying to locate this probe?
Uh-oh.
What Uh-oh, Bio put a thing in. So I'll get into it more after the recap's done, but, you know, the thing I do most of the time, I end up game mechanics to a ridiculous degree. Oh no, what did you do?
More like what did he discover is the real question. Alright, so...
Kisa.
Previously... Shepard decides to drop a land whale onto Hoth to go shoot up some gangsters. We learn the Alliance Navy actually contracted the manufacturing of the Mako out to Bethesda when it proceeds to Skyrim its way up a 90-degree cliff face. Shepard takes one step into the gangster stronghold and immediately gets ambushed by an entire squad of Krogan mercenaries. Said Krogans are then immediately wiped from existence by Liara's force powers as she vents about 50 years of Prothean research being worthless now because of some stupid space bacon. The mob boss Shepard killed turns out to have had some really expensive biotic amps that Shepard immediately plugs into her head without hesitation. With the shiny new biotic graphics card installed in her brain, Shepard then flies off to learn some more Chinese history. This doesn't last long because she's interrupted by a call from some lady named Nasana who wants us to meet her in the Citadel's diplomat bar to give us some probably illegal work. Good thing Shepard is literally above the law now. Shepard then gets distracted by a nearby ghost ship and starts rooting through the garbage in it as Willow grows increasingly uncomfortable over how quiet it is inside it. Shepard's compulsive dumpster diving turns out to pay off when she finds multiple head-exploding magnums for Liara and Tali to use. The crazy lady responsible for ghosting the ship suddenly ambushes Shepard, which leads to her reflexively pulling out her sniper rifle and wildly flailing around while scoped in during a fit of panic. Shepard then desperately tries not to think about how embarrassing this was by going back to the Normandy to buy the most intimidating war crime enabler she possibly can, so Liara and Tali will stop laughing at her. This, of course, leads to her buying a fully automatic machine pistol that's DPS rating is simply listed as yes on the stat screen. This thing does an absolute fuckload of damage, and we haven't even unlocked the pistol tree yet to potentially increase its damage and accuracy. To celebrate getting her new Super Glock, Shepard decides to take the crew over to Earth so they can do some donuts on the moon in the Mako. Shepard struggles to get the Mako's somehow even worse than usual handling to cooperate before some nearby military turrets start shooting at her, so she'll remember she was asked to deal with a rogue phone assistant nearby. The crew breaks into the moon base Alfalfa, and Liara does her best Rex impression as she proceeds to run in front of Shepard's new pistol at every opportunity mid-combat. Rex must have pranked her by saying it's a traditional human battle tactic. Literally everyone is confused about what to do in the bunker when shooting the VI conduits doesn't do anything. Willow keeps rereading chat messages that Inu already read because Shepard's crappy memory is apparently contagious. Incidentally, who was Liara's dad again? I forget.
Oh no.
Turns out that the answer...
really is gonna end up my birthday present.
I mean, it's already migrated over to the Thursday stream, so...
Oh no, has it really?
Yeah, we were in the middle of a conversation. I was like, actually, hold that thought. I need to ask Liara who her dad is again.
Oh no.
Turns out that the answer was actually to just shoot the VI conduits really hard because they don't show any sign of taking damage before they finally blow up. Who the hell thought that was a good gameplay design choice? At least give them a damn health bar if they're mission-critical objects. Shepard then gets her lungs full of some tasty poison as the now angry Google assistant begins venting death gas into the moon base to make her leave it alone. This plan doesn't work. When the death gas turns out to not be enough, the now angrier Google assistant decides to put up a bunch of shields everywhere to waste our time so the poison can do its job. This plan also doesn't work. Now livid, Google Assistant decides to just forego all formalities and simply has a rocket launcher drone blow Shepard and her crew the fuck up in a single shot once they enter the third area of the base. This plan does work. This last plan actually worked so well that it ended up sending Inu back by nearly 20 minutes of gameplay time, basically meaning the entire moon base, because this game's autosave system is fucking terrible. The poison gas manages to work even less the second time around because Shepard's experience in the previous timeline makes her realize she can just hold her breath. The rocket drone tries its best to stop Shepard but can't get past the wall of cryo grenades that met its face the second the door opened. Willow and Inu both grow annoyed at the difference in movement speed between having your weapons holstered and unholstered. The crew finishes lobotomizing the Google assistant as it literally screams out for help because it was afraid of dying. Really makes you think just how much of a VI that thing actually was. Shepard then becomes the immortal god of time itself as her reward for killing a random phone assistant. Just byleth things. Shepard flies off to planet Tauntaun to celebrate her newfound godhood by reducing a couple dozen space pirates to ashes. Inu begins to remark about how immediately power-upgraded Barrier already feels before he and Bio both get blindsided by Shepard finding Rex's special armor entirely by accident before even unlocking his loyalty mission. It was about damn time we finally established this space branch of the Lost and Found department. Attempting to fly off to a new area has Shepard get interrupted by a distress call from a medical ship that was about to pull an emergency landing somewhere in Argus Row. You have no idea how hard it is for me to not read and type that name as Roius every time. The crew touches down on the planet the distress signal is coming from, and some time is then spent discussing how stupid the action economy of all of Shepard's force powers are now, between her fancy amp and new class, the wonders of a passive 50+% cooldown reduction and a 35% duration boost. Inu wonders if only Shepard can use the Spectre Warcrime guns she buys. Easy way to check would be just quickly swapping the Super Glock to someone else for a second, before being reminded that Shepard legally can't be stopped from handing them to whoever the hell she wants now because of her job. Nice going, the Council. The crew continues to scope out the planet, looking for the downed medical ship, and almost shit themselves thinking they're about to fight another Thresher Maw when they approach the emergency beacon. Tali then says 2 Star Wars quotes before everyone breathes a sigh of relief when the evidently fake distress call turns out to have just been a trap laid by some Geth jobbers instead of an actual threat. Upon returning to the Normandy, Shepard starts to plot a course to the Amazon's Delvari system before getting a call from Admiral Hackett. Said call leads to Hackett asking Shepard to go deal with a literal, this time, war crime bomb that was shipped out on an old spy probe back when the humans accidentally to war with the Turians. Shepard immediately recognizes the gravity of the situation and, of course, chooses to ignore the literal Hiroshima bomb to go do more donuts in the Mako for a while, along with Liara and Tali. While screwing around on the war crime bomb planet, Shepard ends up finding and subsequently running over the dead body of Space Amelia Earhart. The crew locates the old war crime probe in an abandoned mine full of incredibly fucking loud explosives. And some asshole Turian named Elenos Halliot holophones into the room to brag about how cool he'd be for killing Shepard by remotely blowing her up with a bomb while he's hiding somewhere else entirely. Yeah, real cool. Shepard, of course, immediately responds to this jackass's threats by asking, "Who even are you? Why the fuck should I even care who you are? Where the hell are you so I can shove my boot up your ass? And who the fuck was Liara's dad again?" In that order.
Oh no.
Willow potentially inflicts future pain on herself by making a joke about getting a banner with a particular quote on it. And the session ends with Shepard defusing the nuclear bomb via a game of Simon Says. Good thing she can just freeze time with her god powers during the hacking minigames, before deciding she's going to dig her way back out of the abandoned mine so she can kick that coward Elenos' ass again. Okay, so yes.
So in other news, Bio does say, apparently In the original release of Mass Effect 1, the JPEG of the Earth that you could see while driving around on the moon was both mirrored and upside down.
Oh, yeah, I do remember somebody else mentioning that at one point. Yeah.
Also, bio. Clearly, the two best pictures are the ones of Blaze in a box with fragile handled with care pointing directly at the cat's face, and the one of Dusk with the adorable little blep.
That reminds me of Elle's birthday present, where, like, we got her some stuff. I put my gift inside of my mom's gift, and then we put mom's gift inside of a box, which happened to have been for like some medicine or something. I don't remember, but it was a box that already had like fragile, like do not shake or whatever on it. So I circled that a whole bunch, made a bunch of arrows pointing to it, and then wrote this side up around every bit of the box pointing towards that.
Still nowhere near as phenomenal as what the beach hobo did to me literally the first Christmas we knew each other.
Let's see. The next thing I learned, you could go ahead and pop open Liara's squad menu to check her first. Okay, sure thing. Liara is over.
Gentlemen.
Here. Yes, gentlemen. Congratulations.
Okay, thanks,
so,
Fire. Love that for me.
Not a problem. You're welcome. Hold on. That's interesting. So it says it has a 20-second cooldown. In the original Mass Effect, that was 60 seconds instead, meaning your default cooldown between using Metagel was a whole last minute. I mean, rude. I also like that at every level it's like 1 unit of Metagel. So what the hell do you mean accuracy costs 30%? That doesn't make any sense.
How do you miss your arm? How do you miss you?
Sorry, scientist final rank. Let's see. Recharge time antibiotics. First aid, more damage, heals. Recharge time. So Liara is Liara being a super doctor tracks. 40%, yeah, it does say 40% cooldown. Did they miscode it and it's actually a 40-second cooldown, making it take negative 20 seconds? Oh.
Let me guess what it was in the original.
I don't know, like 10? 15?
I'm gonna go 5 second.
6.
So, am I right? Is that about 5 seconds?
6% of 20 would be 20% of 6. 20% of 6 is 1.2.
Close enough. Horseshoes and hand grenades.
That would be a 1.2 second cooldown. Except the recharge time was actually 60 seconds at the time. And 6% of 60 is 1. Which means it just lowered the cooldown to 59 seconds.
Well, maybe that 1 second was all you needed. Additionally, when it comes to first aid, the amount using Metagels heals you for is actually the combined total for all the levels of first aid you have across everyone in your squad. Interesting.
Oh, it's a good thing that neither... Oh, Tali does. Okay, so that's fine. Shepard doesn't have it, though, so hers are free. Presumably. Hooray! Just double check and make sure nobody had levels to take. We've really got to get into pistols at some point. And upgrade our bang bang stick to do more damage. Although advanced throw, though. Oh no, we need to put into stasis, that's right. Everything goes into stasis for a while.
Yeah, until stasis is max.
Until we can just completely immobilize all of our problems away forever.
Until we become the solution to Thresher Maws.
I mean, I think that's pretty likely to be the case.
So we were clearly trying to find asshole that tried to war crime nuke us to death, right?
We were working on getting out of this place after the war crime bomb. I'm sorry. How did that wear off so fast?
Yes, fire. As much as my heart wanted to go with...
Wait, why is Singularity mapped again? Didn't we remap that to Barrier?
As much as my heart wanted
There
to
we
go with increase the radius of all of my force powers and make my force powers just base stronger, the way Bio broke down what they did made it blatantly obvious that there was a correct path to take given we named our character Violet.
True story. Okay. Well, we're out here now. If possible, track down Halliot. I would love to. Not really sure how to go about doing that. Because he does not appear to just be, like, out
2 feet
here.
right outside the door.
Yeah.
Well, no, this is BioWare, not Bethesda.
Well, there's our Mako down there. Alright, let's see if we can Bethesda slide our way down this hill. Oh, we went into Turbo Run there for a second.
I was gonna call it more Tor River dancing.
Ah. Looky what I see. You know, I'm not scared of you. I have super shields. And I also get Singularity. I don't care about it because Krogan, I guess, but, you know. You, space.
Also, there's some things I've learned regarding the different ammo type mods. Namely, the game is terrible at actually telling you what they actually do and how they actually work.
Fling! I'm portal again. No, I'm not. Fuck you. I'm still alive. Oh, somebody's shooting us from over there. Oh, hello. Bye!
I'm sorry, did she just yeet them into space?
Yeah, Liara does that sometimes. Don't worry about it. Oh, hi, buddy! How you doing? Having a nice time? Goodbye. Halliot went through a lot of trouble to draw you here. Pity it ended like this for him.
See, Bio says...
Now that you're above ground, your suit radio has re-established connection with the Normandy.
Let's see, Bio says, for example, you know how the poison mod you have on the Super Glock says plus 40% toxin damage? What would you say that means if I were to ask you what it does?
Make them take 40% of their health in...
So Bio says what plus 40% toxin damage actually means isn't that it makes your gun do more damage.
Well, I would think it would make the actual elemental, like, toxin damage of the gun do more damage. Not that the gun itself would suddenly do 40% more damage, but...
Also, Fire asks if we can get Karth down here and have all three of us yeet Hellet straight into the sun.
I mean, Rex could have helped too, to be fair.
Bio says no, the DOT effect is the DOT effect. The toxin bonus has nothing to do with it at all. Okay, so then what does the thing do? So while I was reading chat, did we actually kill the guy?
Oh yeah, he's super dead. Toxin damage is actually something that only has an effect on enemies with passive health restoration, meaning basically only Krogans. Well, I mean, Krogans are like the most dangerous thing you could fight, so having a thing that just says specifically "fuck Krogans" is not like necessarily a bad thing. You have a gun that does 200 damage per shot, for example, it would make it so it would put an 80-point buffer on them. That means their passive healing needs to heal 80 damage before it. Yeah, that's basically a specifically fuck Krogan's bullet.
Well,
Let's not tell Rex about that, shall we?
yeah. Speaking of, even though we haven't gotten the quest yet, are we able to give him the armor?
Is a great question. I'm gonna guess the answer to that is no. Agabinium. We did the Amazon. The Amazon was the only bit in this one, right? We didn't have like Sears or Walmart or fucking Frugal. Anybody else remember Frugal?
No.
It was one of Google's like old things.
I'm convinced you made that up.
Oh no. It was a very real thing. It was basically their search engine for products.
Bio says, meanwhile, if you have a gun that does a fire DOT instead, the fire DOT on its own also apparently turns off their auto healing while also having the actual benefit of lowering enemy accuracy. Aww.
Alright, let's just take a quick elevator ride downstairs.
Ah, yes, quick. The thing elevators in Mass Effect are apparently known for being.
Oh yeah.
What do you want, Shepard?
Hey Rex,
I found this armor. Does it belong to you?
Let me see. Damn. This is it. Hard to believe my ancestors wore this piece of crap. But at least it's back where it belongs. Thanks, Shepard. I might be starting to like you after all.
Okay. Nope.
Getting soft on
It's
me,
just
Rex.
all the stuff we've asked before.
I like you doesn't mean I wouldn't kill you.
fire ammo mods would be cool if we could find them, but we haven't found any yet, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember ever seeing a fire ammo. Because if I'd seen fire ammo, I'm pretty sure we would have put that on Byleth already for sheer reasons of baloney. Yeah.
Yep.
My gun must fire deli meats at people. If we're not killing people with deli meat, is it really Byleth? Oh, and that Turian we just killed, you know how he had a Turian name and a Turian voice and talked about you being a different species than him and was, you know, a Turian? Was he not a Turian? Is he secretly, like, human? The original Mass Effect, all those things applied to the guy except for the part where he was a Turian because they made him have a human model on accident.
Wow.
Look, everyone knows Turians are just humans in disguise. They're like the Saraks. They don't actually exist. Oh, well, we do have an incendiary rounds 5. Aha. Well, time to cryo rounds. Interesting. 10% shield bypass is quite interesting. But no, we must fire baloney out of our gun.
Correct.
There is only one choice. Actually, here's a question. No, it will not also allow me to turn on poison or cold bullets.
Ew.
In addition to the other thing.
That's just wrong. I should be able to chuck frozen bologna at people.
This gun was already a war crime, but, you know. Ain't no war crime like an over war crime. Not sure if that works, but... Alright, see you later, Agabinium. And the Voyager cluster. So we did Gemini Sigma. We are skipping over Pharos for now. Means I guess the Armstrong Nebula is the next thing up.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skyllian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
Do you have any more information?
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or
I
maybe
gather
they're setting
Fire
up
doesn't
staging
like this
grounds for
quest.
hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
Or worse?
It could be the first wave of an invasion.
Let's hope not. We need someone to investigate this, Shepard. Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Ong. Tereshkova. And Gagarin, huh? Alright, well, let's start with the Gagarin system, I guess. Actually, remember to pull the drawer out for the console, give it better airflow. Alright, where's this outer planet? Is that it? Survey that bad boy for some light metals.
Apparently this quest is supposed to tie into ME2, but even with all the remakes, it's still broken.
Okay, so we can land on Rayangri. But there's not like a huge amount to do in this particular. Like we had two surveys. There we go. Time to go land in Onigiri. Surface temperature 46 degrees Celsius. That's
Warm.
like 120 or so, right?
A little bit more than that, isn't it?
Double it and add 30, roughly.
Is it 46 Celsius?
Yeah.
I'll Google it.
Maybe like the 120 range-ish. 120, 130.
Can't spell Fahrenheit, but Google knows what I mean. Probably. Except that it's not loading. My bad spelling broke Google.
What have we got in the local area? So, we've got the Mako. Good thing to be here. We've got a Debris. We've got a Overrun Research Outpost. And we've got an Anomaly, which could very well be a Thresher.
to my tablet. $114.8. Is apparently the correct answer.
Got it.
Oh, titanium. Time to hack this titanium.
Still hate that.
What have we got over here?
Got it.
Crashed probe. Shredder rounds and a rail extension. So noted. What's next? Over to the Overrun Research Outpost, I guess. Figure out what's up over there.
Seriously, all I see when I look at the at that ship is a hex bug. That's all I see.
Cover me.
Thorium. Oh man, hack the thorium.
You're welcome, fire.
Yeah, come on. Just a little sheer cliff face. Surely you can climb that.
Yeah, it's just a hex bug.
You're a hex bug.
I literally pulled up a reference image for hex bugs to make sure I wasn't totally losing my shit. It's just a hex bug.
I mean,
It's,
so for this place being an overrun research base,
it doesn't seem very overrun.
yeah, there's like nothing here.
Maybe they mean the inside's been overrun.
Todd didn't design this hex bug just for it to not be able to climb impossible walls without better than some random horse. quiet. Storage locker. Great. Scimitar, Raptor, and Avengers. Alright, all good stuff. Another... Oh, that's a weapon locker. It has...
Yes, it is fire.
More guns. Awesome.
We're just talking about hex bugs still.
Oh, hey, I see red on the map. Hello. Oh, hey, husks. Love to see it. Oh, level up. I don't think so. Go do that over there.
You got a trophy.
I did get a trophy for throwing stuff, apparently.
Yep, it's more Hanks.
Okay, please. Alright. I believe all the Hanks are dead.
That still doesn't really feel like it being overrun.
No, that felt like there was a handful of Hanks in this one room. And somebody panicked. It was like, we're overrun with Geth! Don't mind me just pulling a gun at all times, ladies. I walk faster this way for some reason.
Still infuriating.
It's so dumb. Oh, hello. Random medkit on the wall. Entirely possible that Geth already fucked off, and those Hanks were originally the people who radioed in for help.
Mars says, nah, lore-wise, Geth are so dangerous that one is being overrun. Oh, look, it's another Hank.
Another couple, actually. Oh, Singularity Master. That's nice.
It's giving you all the Space Wizardry trophies.
Medical interface 5. Oh, medium armor and ooh, new heavy Krogan armor. Might be a present for Rex. I do wonder if that armor that we picked up for Rex is something he can actually wear or not, though. Excuse me, fuck off. I'm trying to explore. Also, who the hell opened that door?
For a second, I thought you were going to ask who the hell is Liara's dad, and I was about to be real frustrated.
No, I mean that too, but that's a question I will forever answer to. Whoa! Hello, Geth Destroyer. How are you? Apart from deceased. Nice try. So anyway, what was that about this place being overrun? Combat scanner
Mar, you
5.
can't wait till we play ME2. Well, unfortunately, we kind of have to Well, not really, unfortunately, but we're gonna jump back into the Fire Emblem games after we finish ME1. Well, I'm sure we'll get around to the other Mass Effect games at some point. You know, the next time we need a palate cleanser or to take a break from the constant Fire Emblem, as much as you and I both love those games. I'm pretty sure we're doing Path of Radiance next.
Is the plan.
And then Radiant Dawn, which remains my favorite of the
Oh, yeah, mine too.
Fire Emblem games. I mean, one, it was the first Fire Emblem game I ever played, which means it's got nostalgia bias, but also Mizu is one of my favorite Fire Emblem protagonists, so...
Boy, these Geth sure are trying. Shame they're not really accomplishing anything with their efforts.
You kind of want it, but it's super expensive for unknown reasons. It's super expensive because it's an awesome game. And people want it, and there weren't a ton of copies of it made.
I don't think Radiant Dawn is that expensive, but Path of Radiance is, like, ridiculously expensive these days.
Radiant Dawn's more expensive than it objectively should be these days, too.
Oh, I mean, fair, but, like, Path of Radiance is ridiculous. Oh, hey, Geth dropship, huh?
It's like their minimum wage, which is more than they pay in rent to get that game.
For Radiant Dawn or for Path of Radiance? Path of Radiance is like $400, yeah. And I don't think that's even complete in box. I think that's just like
The cartridge for the game.
wow, you fucking teleported. Anyway, go over there.
3 more outposts to go. The first step in a long journey.
Oh, that was part of the Geth Outpost thing, was it? Alright, well anyway, into the Mako.
You pay $520 rent for 40 QM. What is... What's QM?
Quartz meters? I don't know.
Also, Fire hates us because that fucking dropship. What about the dropship, Fire? I don't follow. Did the thing that never works for you work for us? Yep, the thing that never worked. Never works for Fire works for us.
Called streamer luck.
Also, apparently, it's quadrat meters, so it's a decent amount of space, I would then assume. Although, I like Bio's answer. QM is quantum mechanics.
Yeah,
Obviously.
clearly. Hold on. As we approach this anomaly, just in case. That does not appear to be a Thresher.
Is it another case of Space Amelia Earhart? Doesn't seem to be.
There's just a medallion. There also appears to be something up this cliff face as well.
Come on, Hexbug, you got this.
Come on. You can Bethesda your way up this cliff. I believe in you. Refuse to be defeated by something as pesky and insignificant as gravity.
I know we don't do merch on this channel, but that would be a quote I'd love on a t-shirt. Refuse to be defeated by something as pesky as gravity.
Pesky and insignificant.
Sorry, pesky and insignificant as gravity.
Polonium, huh? There's a lot of deposits on this planet.
Fire, why are you wishing that on us? Fire saying he really hopes the quest breaks on one of the other planets.
Accelerate alongside with a shirt that says, "Who the hell was Liara's dad again?"
I shouldn't be held responsible for anything that I said or did during that stream.
And yet, you will be held responsible for all of it.
It wasn't anything bad, Fire. It's just that 2 streams ago, I was dead to the world and mildly out of it because I'd taken a bunch of pain meds before I came over to Enews for stream. So I was super sleepy, super tired, and only half paying attention to anything. Which led to me accidentally repeating a couple of like text chains, mostly regarding Liara and her dad.
Specifically, she really wanted to know who Liara's dad was.
Also, at one point, I ordered a, at one point, I uttered a phrase of complete nonsense that I've gone back and rewatched that episode of stream just to try and figure out what the fuck I was trying to say. I have no idea. Bio says we still give Inu shit for the incomprehensible nonsense he said on a recording while running off of negative hours of sleep. You should just resign yourself to your fate, Willow.
Yeah, that Saber's Lighthouse thing was pretty funny. Also, the A50, huh? The budget brand of Samsung smartphones.
Fire also said, I mean, I've watched Inu try to read Fate, so I can't really comment on incomprehensible language. Also, Nightmare.
I mean, to be fair, those translations were also kind of scuffed.
Well, Fire followed up that comment with, seriously, half the time you just made up the sentences and
Found a
ignored the
thresher.
text.
Sweet ass parkour off of the pressure. Oh. Wow, it was really coming for me. I had to stop to try to figure out, you know, where it was.
And then it space-eated you.
Yeah.
Although, like,
40 darks. Yep.
You know what? I don't think I want to understand what you mean by 40 darks.
It was supposed to. I'm pretty sure the translation was supposed to be dirks. You know, like the little tiny stabby daggers. But for some reason, it was translated as darks instead.
And this is in that series that I'd have to devote like
It's
a
okay.
billion hours
You just
of
have to
my
watch
life
600
right?
episodes of
Did we ever take that level up that we got?
Excuse me. Thank you. I need you to continue moving, Mr. Thresher.
It's 180 whatever episodes, yeah, according to bio. Fire just put a bunch of what to me is nonsense in chat, but I suppose it'll mean something to you. He says, side note, recently rewatched the Fate finale and forgot how utterly Shiro obliterated Kotomine. Like, what the fuck?
Oh god, this Thresher will not get off my ass. What do you want from me? Yeah, stop following me!
Also, Bio follows that up with, when you become a sword yourself, the only logical course of action is to punch a priest to death.
Alright, fuck off. Goddamn Thresher mods. Okie dokie. What are we meant to be finding here? And did we park on top of it again?
We might have parked on top of it. I mean, we didn't seem to have parked on top of anything. It wouldn't have literally just drawn us to this spot on the map solely to make us fight a Thresher, would it?
Okay, hold on. There's something here. Okay, so there was some Geth that got ate by a Thresher. All about that life. There certainly does not appear to be anything right here, though. Hello? Prothean Ruin?
Are we about to get more bacon?
This is a very Coder-ass looking ruin, I agree.
It is a very Coder looking ruin.
Yara, be maximum good at singularities, please. Thank you.
How come she only got 2 points? I thought our allies got 3 when they leveled. I know we get 4, but I didn't think we got double what they did.
It's a very specific set piece I'm thinking of from Coder 2. Yeah, I know the one because I'm also recalling that same set piece. Yes.
Fire, you mean the one on, like, Mandalore? Coder 2. You know they actually did the release for Coder and Coder 2 on Switch?
They sure did.
Coder 3 won. I'm sure it's right up there on their priority list alongside finishing Dreadwolf.
Gesundheit.
Although I keep hearing that there's been progress made on Dreadwolf, so I'm cautiously optimistic I'll get DA4 at some point. I want to set it into Vinter. Solus is presumably the villain, so I'm really hoping for some stellar
I think
options when it comes to playing as a race.
I think Coder 3 being set in Tevinter would be pretty interesting. Yeah. I'd love to see the people of Tevinter interact with a Twi'lek.
Please, the Tevinters, well, they'd probably just make sex slaves of all the Twi'leks, and then, Jar Jar was, what, a Gungan?
Yeah.
They'd make all the they'd just bleed out all the Gungans.
I mean, it's what they deserve. Filthy Gungan fuckheads.
Fire says, I rewatched the Dreadwolf trailer and forgot how literally the first line's a massive fuck off end of Inquisition and final DLC spoilers. Yeah, well.
Alright. Local area. Wow, it'll really let you zoom in.
But yeah, the Dragon Age franchise is very near and dear to my heart.
Debris, anomalous signal, Geth outpost. I head to the Geth outpost last.
Okay, this I've got to see. So, Fire says, just want to look up how broken the quest is. Meaning to search Mass Effect Geth Outposts broken. But, really quite fucked it. Mass Effect Geth Outposts are Bijin? B-E-I-J-E-N. That's a little, misspelled. But I'm actually with Bio that that's not even anywhere near as bad as I was expecting. Because you still got the first 3 words right. Oh no, I'm not surprised Google gave you an article with that. I've had way more typos and things I've put into Google and still gotten answers. Although at this point my overlords at Google have mined so much data on me, I'm sure that they know what I mean to say more than I do half the time. What's that little yellow thing sticking out of the ground?
What am I up here for? It's a bacon. With an ID tag. Alright, off to the Debris. Debris.
To the Debras! Oh cool, this woman teaches how to make some kick-ass French toast. Come on, little Hexbug, you can do it.
I think this one might be too much for it.
Well, I mean, what else are we supposed to do? We gotta get out of here somehow. Surely the game's not suggesting we Skyrim ourselves up this sheer cliff face. Oh, that was so close.
Butcher would prefer for us not to be trying to scale this sheer cliff face.
Well, we have to be able to get out of there somehow. Firesuit Man Liara really needs to work on her driving some more. Tally's probably thrown up in her helmet by this point. I mean, fair, but you know what? I'm not going to make that statement.
Why are we assuming that Liara is driving?
Well, because let's be real, Byleth wouldn't choose to drive a war machine herself. She'd design it, but she'd make somebody else use it. And based purely off of the similarities in space wizardry, I feel like Liara is probably her favorite, except for, you know, Karth. This Karth.
Excuse me. Yeah. You over here trying to make Karth take Fastwell.
That statement still makes me uncomfortable.
Well, you keep pushing for it, so it's gonna keep making you uncomfortable. Oh, hey, look, yes.
Is that a rocket launcher?
Okay, well, it literally would not let me get out of the Mako as fast as I asked it to. Yeah, that one's on Liara.
I'm sorry. What? So I was looking at my newsfeed,
Well, that's always a mistake.
and Game Rant 9 hours ago posted Baldur's Gate 3 setting a high bar for Dragon Age, Dreadwolf, and Mass Effect 4. I don't know where they were working on ME4.
Isn't that just Andromeda?
That's what I thought. Bio says no, they're doing actual ME4.
Well, I mean, it's still EA in control, so... Gonna have to keep those hopes set pretty low there. Besides, where do you even go after the ending of Mass Effect 3? Like, surely it's not going to be Shepard again.
Well, that's what I'm reading. Is I'm trying to figure out what the deal is with ME4. There's basically nothing known about Mass Effect 4. It was a fairly recent announcement, so BioWare hasn't exactly put out much about it. No, I am gonna play the fuck out of Dragon Age Dreadwolf when that releases.
I mean, again, EA. Any kind of expectation should be tempered very heavily.
I mean, yes, but
Are they still trying to push their own, like, platform on everybody for everything? And still have to use Origin for everything?
less so these days.
Because if they've made that change, I'll at least give them being better than Ubisoft in that regard. Because Ubisoft still wants you to use Connect, I think is what they're calling it now, is Ubisoft Connect instead of Uplay.
Yeah, actually, they recently did away with requiring Origins for being able to play even Steam versions of BA2 and Dragon Age Inquisition, so I'm optimistic that they've realized that their platform was infuriating.
casually shoot this one to death. Oh, what the fuck blew up?
I don't know.
What the fuck not only blew up, but killed us through our shield?
Bio, what just killed us?
I don't know what just did. There was nothing
I
nearby.
just saw the
to-
replay on my screen. A rocket launcher shot out of the thing that was on the ground that we were shooting.
I don't believe that that could have possibly taken us out past the shield. Alrighty. Deactivate the Geth transmitter.
Fire says, yeah, so there is at least one downside to Barrier as a whole, and that's the game's not actually giving you any indication how Barrier health you still have at any given moment. Says it's especially annoying because Barrier also doesn't refresh its health back to full, only its duration, which is a very stupid choice and unfortunately the one they made.
Yeah, well. gold deposit. Nice.
Finally, some action.
Tali gets very excited about gold, apparently. I'm not a big fan of the layout of this planet. Jammed, of course. Well, that only ever means good things. Okay, are you done?
Maybe.
Nope, dropship. Tell you what. Level up.
That's good. It means we can make stasis better. Again.
Alright. 2 down. Advanced stasis. Excellent. Singularity must have been drunk on that cast because I have no idea where the fuck it was trying to put those Geth it grabbed. I think the Geth did manage to get their mid-air rocket collision, yes. Which is just unfortunate for them, frankly. Liara. More points in doctoring, maybe? Alright. Well, we're done with this place. Back to the Normandy.
Let's see.
Okay, so we feel like we missed one somewhere. But
We still have a bunch of shit we need to turn in at the Citadel too, don't we?
oh yeah, but we're not going back there until we have all of this shit to turn in. Alright, what's the local map look like? So we're over there, there's the Geth outpost is up there. We got an anomaly and some debris. Alright, head to the anomaly. Or the, whatever that thing that I, yeah, I think that was the anomaly.
It's mad at us again, you know?
It does that. How do you know it's working? Hack the thorium. Climb the wall, you bastard. Ancient debris. For Turian insignia. Excellent. Ah. Giant enemy something that died to deflected mass relay shots, apparently. Interesting. Excellent. And now just target that Geth outpost, because that's the next location. Go delete those Geth. And then we'll have to figure out which, like, system it was that we didn't do the Geth outpost in. I know we've been to, like, all the marked places, but, like, Tally at the end of the last one said, like, we were halfway done, and that should have been 3/4 of the way done. If, in fact, we had gotten them all. And I swear there was one system where, like, we finished the plan and I was like, that's weird, I don't remember finding a Geth outpost here. I figured there would be. I think it was the second one we did.
What is that?
Beryllium. Light metal, save. So we are right next to the Geth outpost as well, I think.
Oh, those are lots of big bangs. I feel like my chat's broke.
Why?
I just haven't seen anything posted in a while.
Not necessarily a good reason to assume chat's broken. Oh. Oh, that's lovely.
They have a lot of explosives over here.
Oh, well. Fortunately for them, so do I.
I agree, Bio. When it comes to YouTube, basically anything's a good reason to assume chat's broken.
Oh, hey, that's a Colossus.
Ollie's down, so it's just the Space Wizards versus the Colossus.
That's okay. Oh, come on!
Oh, that was mean. That was mean. What's that phrase? Mutually assured destruction? Let's see, Bio says, yeah, the other weird thing about stasis is that it doesn't show enemy health while they're locked down, even when you have the upgrade that makes damaging them actually possible. let you target him that, does it?
Really doesn't. Sir. Get dead. And you. I'm gonna kick a lot of these.
Just one more outpost left.
I tried to give you a fair fight last time and you decided to cheat, so. Two can play at that game, loser. Alright, time to figure out where that last one was. I'm pretty sure. We did the one here, we did the one here. I'm pretty sure it was here. Pretty sure we didn't find one on Treshnikova. I'm actually really surprised that stasis held the Colossus as well. I kind of wasn't expecting that to work.
You know what I just realized?
No, I don't. I'm not psychic.
I literally left a load of laundry damp in my washing machine before I came over.
That sounds like you.
Oh, I am the worst at remembering that shit. Take home, throw it all ceremoniously in the dryer, and then have super wrinkly clothing in the morning. It's fine. Bio says, yeah, like I mentioned in the doc of over-explanations, it does kind of quite literally work on everything, and basically no one understands why they let it work on everything. Presumably because they thought it'd be fun.
I wanted to give you some reason to take Bastion over, like, the one that made all your Space Wizard powers stronger.
My heart of hearts, I really wanted to take the Make Space Wizardry Stronger one. but I couldn't argue with the logic that the ability to just basically lock things in time paralysis was objectively perfect for narratively who we're pretending we are.
Excuse me, I'm here about this probe. Oops, fuck. Huh. It's weird that the jamming is gone now.
Yeah, that is kind of...
Like, why did the jamming go away?
Come on, Hexbug, you got this. Come on. You can do it.
Just gotta get the right angle, that's all. Even without Bastion making stasis bust as it is, the upgrade to barrier alone is so powerful that... Okay.
I'll finish reading this thing. The upgrade to barrier alone is so powerful that it functionally makes Bastion the only choice to take it on higher difficulties. Don't mind me, I'm just hanging around the outskirts of your base, counter-sniping all your snipers with a pistol. They have a scary thing.
We do. I agree. I also have a scary thing though. Oh, force powers.
Do you have the ability to manage bullets and stasis yet?
Yes.
Okay.
That's just part of our advanced class. As you'll notice by the fact that it is missing shields. Ow. Oh, so that. Hey, go back in stasis. Thanks. See, look how not many health it had. Hello, Mr. Dropship. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, we're fine.
Hey, you got a trophy.
Okay, we're not fine. Oh, hey, the jamming is back.
Let's see.
Medic! Medic! Could you please let me have some semblance of control here? Targeting.
You mind? God. Excuse me. I don't think so. Game, please fucking do the thing when I tell you to.
Bayo says he doesn't even want to think about how much of a hassle this would have been without Barrier being as easy as it is now.
Okay. What's left? Oh, there's another cat crying. Hello. Oh yeah, you're such a pain in the dick.
This is odd. I would have expected one of these outposts to be a main base of operations for the Geth incursion into this region.
Hold on. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside this star cluster.
It must be a message from a primary Geth base. We can use the signal to lock onto its location and eliminate them.
Neat.
The Mako appears to be mildly on fire.
It's fine. Find and destroy the main Geth base of operations in the Grissom system of the Armstrong Nebula cluster. Alright.
Babe says, Lihara, you doing alright? You seem to be glowing a bit.
I'm sure she's fine. Grissom system of the nebula. Something, Armstrong cluster, right? Well, that's not where we currently are. Oh, no, it is. Okay. Oh, that's actually an entirely new system that just opened up that wasn't here before. Okay. Okay, so that's probably on Solcrum then. I'll be honest, this quest doesn't seem particularly broken.
Yeah, it seems to be working okay.
I was promised scuff and I wasn't delivered. So we are here. The plot is over there, apparently. Anomaly and Debris. Oh,
You're mispronouncing Deborah's.
Debrews. Debois. the French way of pronouncing it, right? Like, could you imagine like trying to do Skyrim for a stream? We'd never finish. Ever.
No.
We'd get distracted and spend like 3 straight streams just grinding alchemy and restoration in order to give ourselves infinite stats.
That would only work if we were playing the classic version of Skyrim, not Legendary or Anniversary Edition. They fixed that.
Says you. I've seen videos that say otherwise.
But no, I've played Skyrim so many times. Although I am cautiously optimistic. Like the thing I really want for Christmas, though I'm not gonna buy it for myself at any point. But it's an idea for Dad if Dad asks. Is I would like Skyrim for VR.
You could have bought it on the Steam sale when the Steam sale was happening.
I could have. It was like $7, but I was like, you know, for all of the modding I hear I have to do to make it playable, like I'd much rather that be a gift than a thing I have to buy. Because I would genuinely enjoy, I think, experiencing Skyrim in VR, although I've heard horror stories from people who have played it in VR but have the haptic vest so that they can, you know, feel the impact of things on their upper body. And they're like, you know, it feels like being murdered. I'm like, isn't that the point of having the... Okay.
Of having the haptics, yes.
Like, it makes my whole body hurt. Isn't that the point?
Alright, time to murder us some Geth.
The thing is, getting a haptic vest is more expensive than getting the VR headset in the first place.
Oh, yeah. Getting the VR headset is only step one. Then you gotta get all the full body trackers and the haptic vest and the like deciding you're gonna get a cat. It's not as simple as just getting a cat. You gotta go and get like a litter box and toys and trees and all kinds of other shit.
I just had to order more wet food for Vivi. She's starting to run out again.
Always concerning getting out of your car on these hazard these hazard level planets. You can only stay outside of the car so long before you just straight up die.
I mean, makes sense though.
Does it?
I mean, yeah, your spacesuit isn't impervious to everything.
Probably should be. If we can make cars out of it, we can certainly make protective equipment out of it. See, Shepard is so tired after basically soloing that last outpost, she's letting Liara drive again. That's certainly a choice. Well, you know, she got tired. Had to do everything herself again. Is that armatures or is that or are those colossi? No, those are colossi. Run over the Colossus! Run it over with my car! With my big gun, run it over with the car again. Stand up. Sit down. I will not be more clear on what I want. Please stop asking. Over, back up, shoot the cannon, fire bullets up its ass, shoot the cannon, run it over. Now imagine trying to do all of this on the original version where the car gave you reduced experience and you didn't want to fight fuck all in the car. It was like Borderlands, where you didn't want to actually be doing combat in the car because it was hurting your experience yields. Alright, well that appears to be that. Now that we're inside, they can't really be summoning colossi at us, so this should be actually like substantially easier now that we're indoors.
I mean, we say that, but
Operative word should. No singularity of the people in place. Roll with bullets.
Good as new.
Fucking jumping jackasses again. Correct gun, Tali. Hello. Stasis.
why does he look like dead people?
As the last Geth falls, you hear music from across the room. On the monitor, Quarian stands before a hushed crowd, warbling a mournful a cappella of worlds and innocence lost. The recorded song is dispatched to the Geth, worlds behind the Perseus Veil. The transmitter shuts down. Okay. Bye, Geth. Thank you for trying. Thank you for playing. You were kind of disappointing, not gonna lie. Now, what was behind door number 1? Upgrade kits, proton rounds and cryo rounds. Geth terminal. Discover a number of encrypted Geth data files. In the proper hands, they could reveal much about the evolution of the Geth since the banishment of the Quarians. I assume that's the thing for, like, Mass Effect 2. That one was red. I'm pretty sure that means he's 20% faster than a standard Geth. I mean, yeah, true story. Mantis 6 light human armor, you say? Great upgrade over our Scorpion.
I mean, worth taking.
Which means, Liara, I have an upgrade for you. Not that though. Where's the Scorpion for? There you go. I don't think we've gotten any better Quarian armor. Oh. What rank was our fire bullets? Did we pick up a 6 fire bullets? Ours is only 5, so if that's true, then yes, that's an upgrade. Oh yeah, we did.
Super baloney, go!
Yeah, I saw the cryo rounds, but I missed the incendiary. And back to the Normandy. We are done with that system.
Message from Admiral Hackett, Commander. Patching it through.
We just received your report. Looks like this Geth incursion was bigger than we thought. They were probably preparing for a major offensive in the system. We're increasing patrols in the Armstrong cluster to make sure they can't establish another foothold in the region. Nice job, Shepard. You saved a lot of human lives on this mission. Hack it out.
I ended a lot of Geth ones, though.
I was about to say, do you not care about any of the other species either?
No.
Because, like, presumably we saved them too.
Yeah, but like, they're not really important, you see, because they're not the humans. All right, to the Kepler Verge, where we have Newton. To the Newton system of the Kepler Verge.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I've received some troubling information, Commander. We need your help. Someone is killing former Alliance scientists. There have been 4 deaths in the past month.
What have they been working on?
Former scientists. Sounds like someone has a project they'd like to keep secret.
All 4 scientists worked on a classified project on Akuz. There was a brutal massacre there years ago. An entire unit was killed by Thresher Mows. It was classified as a natural hazard, but the project dates coincide with the attacks.
That sounds suspicious.
That can't be a coincidence.
There was one other scientist on the project, Dr. Wayne. I'm transmitting his last known coordinates. Good luck. Fifth fleet out.
I just surveyed Junko. Old Junko Enoshima. Survey Klenkori. What a name. And then presumably land on Taram. Yes, maximum stasis. Alright, where are we?
Somewhere pretty for a change.
Anomaly there. Debris there. Underground facility there. I am very worried about that anomaly. Because the man did mention threshers. Then again, stasis is maxed out now. Oh, so they're not going to put a thresher in a mountainy region like this. They require too much open space to fight. What the hell are those?
Oh, why are you killing the fancy beetles? We don't know that they're hostile.
No, now I know they're not, because they didn't attack me when I shot their friend. Time to hack this Turian. Thank you for your insignia. Appreciate your assistance. Shepard has eaten space beetle cows before. She wasn't much of a fan, so she doesn't consider there to be much of a loss there. Salvage the crash probe. Come on. What you got? It was cool stuff. Cryo rounds and a level 7 medical interface. No, no, don't return to the Normandy. That is incorrect. We need to head to the underground facility after saving the game, just to be safe. Oh, what do you know? There's angry stuff over there that wants us dead. Unfortunately for you, you keep giving away your positions, and I have a long-distance cannon that seems to be very effective at dealing with your garbage, so... Level up. Anyone still alive and interested in fighting down here? No? No, it would appear not. I'll be back for you in a second. I've just seen a thing over here. The nerve of this lady. She like rocks up, kills everything at the base, and then rather than doing anything, he's like, oh, hold on, I saw some rocks.
Yeah, well.
That is Byleth in a nutshell, though. I wasn't expecting there to actually be normal wildlife for you to blow up on these random planets. Well, I mean... Yeah, me neither. Kind of why I assumed it was an enemy at first. Okay, I've returned. Level up time. Aha! Pistols are unlocked. Liara! More doctoring. Did we level up twice?
We must have, because...
Alright, Liara is now a master of medicine.
It really is a shame we can't level anyone else unless we take them with us.
Oh god. That piece of furniture right there was very upset about that whole situation. Alright, guns out, everyone. Better rounds of proton rounds. Metagel. Energized weave and fusion explosives. Singularity, why are you over there now? That's confusing. You didn't used to live over there. Neither did Throw, for that matter. Where's Lift? There it is. I feel like all of my powers swap sides for reasons that I do not understand. Alright, Krogan. Bye. Bye. Oops. What gives you the right? Wall. Idiot. God, the nerve of that guy. Is that random merc trying to trick you into thinking he was part of your squad? What was he? I know. He's like, oh, don't mind me, Shepard. I'm helping. Bruh, you're not Liara or fucking Tali. You're not fooling me. I know who my students are. At best, I might confuse you for Leone, and that's still just cause for me to kill you, so, you know.
I mean, that aside, if it's a male voice, at best you confuse him for Sylvain or Felix. Probably Felix. Irritating you by sheer virtue of their presence.
Yeah, but you can't be, like, too mad at the guy. He does have a cat. Kessler 7 pistol. Oh, we're getting the good tier shit now. At least if Space Felix was a part of your squad, that would also mean you'd have a Space Cat hanging around somewhere in the Normandy. Yeah, exactly.
Stay back! I've got no grief with you. All I want is this bastard.
Please! He's a madman! Mr. Toombs, you're insane! You need help!
It's Corporal! Corporal Toombs! You don't get to lie! Not today! Today it all comes out!
What is going on?
What are you talking about? Why do you want to kill this man?
Want? What I want is my life back.
Why?
I want to go to sleep without screaming in my dreams. I want the people who sent me to Akuz brought to justice.
Can't you see that Toombs is crazy? Shoot him!
But if I can't get that, I'll have to settle for killing the men who took my life away.
What happened?
What did the doctor do to you, Corporal?
We were on Akuz. When the Thresher Maws hit, my entire unit was wiped out.
Okay, that sounds like the Thresher Maws' fault.
The scientists were studying them. They let them hit our unit just to watch. I woke up in a holding cell. The scientists were delighted I'd survived. Now they had someone to run tests on.
Incidentally, Shepard can actually get a pet space hamster to put in her room in one of the later games.
So this is revenge.
You're killing them because they killed your unit.
You can't believe Toombs. He doesn't have any proof. I demand a fair trial.
Ever had Thresher Maw acid in your veins?
Yes.
I have. They wanted to see what it would do. They're part of some organization, Cerberus, that runs secret test like
Cerberus.
that. They treated me like a lab animal. This is justice. This man deserves to die. So, are you going to kill me or not?
So Cerberus gets mentioned a couple times in Mass Effect 1, but ends up being like way more important in the later games than Mass Effect 1 would make you believe.
I am very conflicted. I'm sorry, guys. Let's make this public.
I can arrest him. He'll answer for his crimes in court.
Weren't you listening? He was part of a secret organization.
And I'm a
I
Spectre.
don't know what Cerberus is, but they'll never let their operation become public. This is the only way.
Bio,
Are you
not
helping me,
Cerberus.
or are you killing me?
I don't like this guy. He's not giving me a lot of good choices here.
So he's giving you two choices. You can, well, three choices. You can kill him, you can kill the doctor, or you can let him kill the doctor. Those are the three choices.
They all suck.
I mean, for some reason we're not allowed to select This Is Justice, even though we are maxed out on both of our talking trees. Weren't you listening? He's part of a secret, and I'm a fucking Spectre. I can literally arrest anyone I want.
Oh my god.
That's just what happens when you don't have enough good noodle points.
Oh my god. Hit the shoot him option. He does seem mildly crazy.
Okay.
I feel bad for him. But...
I mean, I would point out that is if you were gonna let the doctor die, even though it seems like the bad guy option, strictly speaking, you killing him would be the morally correct option, because if that guy kills him, he becomes a criminal. Whereas if you kill him, that's totally fine. You can get away with it because you're a Spectre.
I mean, yes, but...
We've decided to shoot this man. Okay.
I can't let you murder him. I'm sorry.
I thought I was dead.
Technically, we were sent to save the scientists.
Here, for your trouble. I don't think I'll ever forget that madman's face.
Time to put him under arrest.
Yep. That is exactly right.
Chaotic neutral, baby.
Save the story for the jury. You're going to jail, Doctor.
But you can't do that.
Yes, in fact, I can.
Yes, Doctor, I can. I'm a Spectre, actually.
Watch me. Joker, let the 5th Fleet know we need a ship for pickup.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Tomb's dead eyes are still pinched with frustration and rage. The scientist, eyeing the corpse with distaste, dabs his face with a cloth. For better or worse, the situation is resolved.
Wow, the game basically just went, what the fuck did you do?
The fuck was that, man? Even the game was like, I don't understand you.
The game just sassed me.
The game did sass you. It was like, wow, dick move. Alright. Get the fuck out of my bunker.
Look, unfortunately, dude with Thresher Maw poison in his veins was kind of crazy.
I mean,
Message coming in.
And I was technically
Patch it through.
sent to save the
I reviewed
scientist.
your report on the situation, Commander. I'm glad to see you were able to take Dr. Wayne in alive. Now we can put him on trial and get some answers. I just wish we could have saved Corporal Toombs, too. Thank you again for your assistance.
Well, I tried. I tried to save them both, but the game wouldn't let me, so I had to make a choice. And I chose to be able to save the scientist who I was sent after in the first place.
Wait, why the hell do we have to go all the way down to Noveria to get to the Hawking Ada cluster?
Oh, thank you, Bio. So Bio's response is, dig move. Maybe you should have been a good guy there. How? You literally wouldn't let me pick the good option. Of course not. You haven't picked enough good guy options.
Ah! Alright, to Hawking Ada, where we have the Century system and, well, nothing else. Alright, Century system it is.
Maybe the game should account for the fact that most people are somewhere on the neutral spectrum.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
Oh, what a shocker.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance.
It's always you,
Got a
Hackett.
mission for you. Major Kyle, your commanding officer Torfin, has set up a small compound in the Hawking Ada cluster. He's attracted a number of biotic followers. He's become an
Major
outspoken
Kyle.
friend of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
Maybe you're overreacting.
What kind of proof do you have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
Investigate Kyle's followers.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
Investigate Major Kyle.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He's not the same man you served under. He feels responsible for the Alliance soldiers who died in
Time
Torque.
for us to deal with a Jedi cult, you
His
say.
psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
Investigate missing Alliance officers.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed him.
Maybe I can reason with them.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
You realize I can literally just put him in a mind prison forever, right?
Right? I can just immobilize him permanently.
Like, bring them in peacefully should be an option. Bio. Well, if that last interaction was any indication, I see this going just swell for everyone involved.
Alright, well, down to Presrop. I thought that said pre-soup for a second. I was like...
I read pre-shop, so...
Welcome to pre-soup. It's just water and some ingredients.
Pre-soup, it's just shredded chicken, some carrots, and a bowl of water.
It's just some canned clams, a little bit of cream, and some potatoes.
As opposed to pre-shop, where you're not actually allowed to buy anything.
No, it's
just merchandise on the shelves, but you're not allowed to get anything.
A pre-shop is just the empty, like, place in the strip mall that's, you know, for lease, but there's nothing in it yet. That's a pre-shop. It hasn't become a shop yet. Alright, well, let's see how we can fuck this up. Anomaly, debris, biotic compound. Understood.
Deborah's. We've been through this.
Deborah. Now, what is this back here that was not marked on the map precisely? And why is the answer Thresher Maw?
I was about to say, it looks like the answer is Thresher Maw.
Alright, come on. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. Please die. God, what a pain in the ass. I do like that, like, once you kind of know what you're looking for, it's not hard to tell when Thresher Maws are going to show up.
No, they seem to be fairly easy to predict, actually.
Like, oh man, a big open area with, like, nothing in it but a mark on the map. Ah, Thresher. Almost definitely Thresher. Cluster of prefab utility shacks have a distinctly ramshackle look to them. A set of rover tracks lead away over the mountain ridge to the southwest. Okay. Hydra 6 light armor, human. Excuse me, I'd like to go faster, please.
That's so dumb.
Combat scanner 6, I believe that's an upgrade over the 5 that we're using. There's not anything in there. Okay. Anyway.
Hey, look at the big glowy space thing in the sky.
Butterfly in the sky?
You know, one thing working in a school makes me really sad about, and there are many things that fall into this category, but like kids today, because all classrooms have like smart boards and projectors and things like that in them, will never understand how exciting it was back in the 90s and 2000s when like the teachers wheeled in the TV with the VCR so that you could watch an episode of Reading Rainbow or Bill Nye the Science Guy. Like, those were the best days. I suppose Magic School Bus was also on that list of things that, like, you got the TV and the VCR to be able to watch.
Nah, the real experience was them busting out the Laserdisc player.
I don't know that I remember that.
You never had the Laserdisc get busted out for biology?
I don't think so.
I sure as hell did.
I'm not even sure what those look like, so I'm gonna have to Google it.
So a Laserdisc is basically like a DVD that's like 6 times bigger.
No, definitely didn't have that happen. Although apparently you can buy a Laserdisc player on Amazon for $98.
I mean, of the formats that were like available at the time, it was actually a really quite good format. The only problem was like they didn't store like tremendously large amounts of data.
But yeah, no, I definitely don't remember that.
I think biology is the only time I ever like saw one in person, but
It's funny because I didn't do biology that much longer after you did.
2 years?
I think so, because you took it sophomore year, I took it freshman.
Yeah.
Of course, if they broke it out in preparation for the dissection, there's a...
No. This wasn't for dissection stuff. It was something that the frog just had up for class the one day.
Yeah, because I was about to say, if it was dissection related, there's a distinct possibility it's in the part of the day that just doesn't exist in my brain because of the classmate that put a frog spleen on my shoulder. I ran into him not that long ago, actually.
I don't like how open that area is over there.
No, I don't either. But I ran into him not that long ago, and we started talking about things. He goes, do you remember who it was in our bio class that screamed like a banshee when I put frog guts on their shoulder? I said, yeah, I remember. He goes, who was it? Me. It's like, oh. Yeah, sorry, that wasn't cool of me. I'm like, I don't say.
Nah, I was fine.
I screamed bloody murder, and half the high school teachers came to check and see if I was okay.
Yeah, and what's your point?
I don't think I've ever been that close to simultaneously fainting and murdering someone at the same time.
Oh, I think you could absolutely manage both.
Oh, I make no mistake. I absolutely could have managed both. Especially in the state I was in.
Sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
Yeah, I'm a Spectre. You can't tell me no, technically.
I'm here to see Major Kyle.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I served with him on Torfan.
My name is Commander Shepard. Major Kyle knows me. I have to speak to him.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
Okay, time for Willow's bad at diplomacy, part like 12. You don't honestly think they're gonna try and kill us when we were invited in?
I think Shepard tends to solve all of her problems with guns, so...
Well, yes, because the game doesn't let me solve it with not guns. Anytime I try for diplomacy, it's like either you don't have enough ranks in that, or to do the thing that you want to do to not be a dick.
Oh. Hey, blowing up that thing was a bad idea.
You don't say.
Look, you never know. See, that just tells me they were gonna turn on us anyways.
Or that you hit one of them with poison gas when the thing exploded and they weren't exactly pleased.
Nonsense.
I think that's a pretty natural response.
Disagreed.
Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Bio seems to be on my side.
My name is Commander Shepard. Major Kyle knows me. I have to speak to him.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head
Willow over here talking about wanting to solve this peacefully, and you blow up a man to set off the whole compound.
You know, gotta take the actual Byleth approach. Don't mind me, I'm just stealing all of your shit. I mean, I thought this is where the guy was, but apparently he's not in here, so... Gonna help myself to your, like, kinetic rounds and such. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Okay.
Kyle.
This is,
We're basically currently playing Where's Kyle Simulator.
This is concerning.
Kyle?
Huh. What if he's actually over here? Well, that's green, and it wasn't green before, so...
Kyle, are you here?
I mean, if you're not, I'm gonna start killing all your people to draw you out.
That doesn't seem like the diplomatic approach.
It depends on your definition of diplomacy.
Not murder.
I don't consider it murder. I consider it aggressive negotiations.
I was wondering if you'd pull that logic.
Okay, got some Metagel. How do we keep, like... I'm not using that much Metagel. How is it, like, every time that we go past a Metagel thing, I'm able to pick up Metagel? Are Liara and Egg and Tali just using Metagel on their own?
Distinct possibility.
They keep eating my Metagel supplies without permission.
Kyle?
Oh, hold on. Thought that said kinetic butterfly for a second.
What even is that?
It's a butterfly that moves. I mean...
Well, yes, but you would figure in a universe like this that that would mean something fancier, though.
Oh.
I know you, the Butcher of Torfen. Why have you come here, Shepard? Why can't you leave us alone?
Where are the investigators?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy.
Define blasphemy.
I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
Safe? They're not safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you are endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
I really hate that they don't allow you to be morally gray. Because whatever that grayed out option is, the you can't help them now, is what I'm like. But unfortunately, to try and get him to see reason, surrender or they all die is my most diplomatic option. Somehow. Like...
Alright.
If you don't come with me, all your followers will end up dead. What kind of father lets his children die?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent. Pure. Please. I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
I know this isn't easy. Let me try and soften that blow
You're
a
doing
bit.
the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack, and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm not sure I trust you.
I think it would be better if you came with me now, Major.
I must do everything I can to keep any more of my children from suffering. This is the only solution.
I'm trying to be a good person here. Fine, I'll believe you.
So once again, Shepard makes a crazy person step down by saying, "Hey, stop being stupid." To which they respond with, "Oh, I am being stupid, huh? Oops."
I'm gonna trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Your pilot can ask Alliance Command to send a patrol to collect Major Kyle. I just hope you know what you are doing, Shepard.
You should return to the Normandy and notify the Alliance of Kyle's surrender. They'll want to dispatch a ship to take him into custody. Alright. Good work, everyone.
We earned Renegade points only because the game refused to let me settle that diplomatically without Renegade points.
Well, that was diplomatically.
I disagree. It was just the way that didn't involve mass bloodshed.
It was aggressive negotiations in the diplomatic sense, where, like, you literally just told them, like, listen, you're gonna do what we tell you, or... I'm not saying how, but everyone in this building and in your other building is going to die.
Again. Now, if I were playing Skyrim, this is the point where I'd kill everyone in the base just because.
I mean, we could still do that. I could just blow up one of the things and they'll all attack us.
Show of force.
Yeah, that's absolutely within our power.
I play Skyrim like a psychopath, but it is time.
Your time. Alright.
Bayer says, yeah, so you absolutely would have murdered literally everyone in here if you tried to push back on letting him have time to leave peacefully any more than you already had. Yeah, I was kind of getting that vibe, which is why I just kind of let it go. I was like, this isn't gonna end well.
I mean, it could have ended well. You don't know. I mean, I know Bio said, but, like, you don't know, technically.
I trust Bio.
I mean, so do I, but... Trusting Bio and knowing are two different things.
No, they really aren't.
That's fair. So, next time we talk to the galaxy map and find out if he actually decided to, like, comply with our demands that he surrender or we kill all of his children. To some extent, I hope he decides that he doesn't want to surrender, because that would just teach him. Because threats are only effective if you're willing to follow through on them.
You're not wrong. Bio, good job, Shepard. You actually did a diplomacy.
Yeah.
Not the way I wanted to, though. I would have picked the Paragon option if the game would let me.
It did let you.
It didn't. I had to pick Renegade to diplomacy.
I mean, you could have picked the Paragon option. It would have just resulted in you having to kill everything. On account of you're not a good enough person, I guess.
Because they treat morality like it's clear-cut black and white. It's not.
It is, though.
It's not.
You see how much red you have in your red meter versus how much blue you have in your...
Because it doesn't let me pick blue.
I mean, look, you have 2 more points in Intimidate than you do in Charm.
Because it doesn't let me take it.
I don't know, it sounds like you're putting an awful lot of this on someone else.
No! I would have picked so many blue options today if it would have let me.
It sounds like you're blaming other people for your own misgivings, your own inadequacies here.
I am not. I just don't like the way they assume that if you're a dick to somebody once, you only ever want to be a dick.
I mean, there was that time you helped out the Hanar. You didn't kill him. You could have shot him. That would have been fun. I'm sure the policeman that was there would have loved it.
I am trying to have our shepherd not be the biggest asshole in the universe, and it is so spectacularly difficult.
Yeah, ME1 is pretty dumb like this. If you don't choose to be a good guy, you can't choose to be a good guy. But we can continue to choose to be an absolute jackass.
No, I am going to do everything in my power to resist those choices unless it's the only way I can see to not have to murder everybody. Like, the only reason I went with the renegade option in there was because every other option was just murder.
Every other option was just murder. But that's the problem with trying to take the gray path in Mass Effect 1, is the gray path is just murdering everybody. And the blue path is not murdering everybody by being a goody two-shoes, and the red option is not murdering everybody by threatening to murder everybody if they don't agree with you.
Then what the fuck is the point? Because as you said, threats are only worthwhile if you're willing to actually follow through. Like,
yes, but they know from all the times
you should be able to be morally gray.
You can be. You just have to kill everyone. That is the morally gray option.
People are not meant to be exclusively saints or exclusively sinners. That's not how humanity.
You had a morally gray option. It was to just kill everyone.
No.
That was the gray option.
I disagree.
The text was in gray. That was the gray option.
No, Inu, we're not playing that game. There should have been an option that didn't just involve murder or threats of murder that you could take without being a perfect fucking saint the entire game.
There was, but you had to have been a perfect saint earlier in the game in order to have access to that option. You kind of can't go gray in Mass Effect 1 since your talkie stats are solely dictated by picking good or bad options, and not picking those options gives you less options by proxy.
Well, that's dumb.
Yep. It would be great if we had some kind of, like, I don't know, biotic mind trick where we could just force people to do what we say. And then all of the options for it are exclusively dark side anyways. Because, I mean, that was pretty much how Jedi mind tricks worked in Coder, was they were all dark side options.
Yeah, force powers. Okay, great. Wait, I just avoided conflict. Why are you giving me dark side points?
Because you forced them to do it via mind control, and therefore you're a bad person.
I was trying to de-escalate the situation. No, look, hang on.
It is dumb, yes.
No,
the other games don't use that kind of system for gaining good or bad points.
No, I need to get this thought out, which is that, like, if we're using the logic that mind tricking people into doing something correct for their own good is morally evil, literally everyone I work with is going to hell.
Yes.
Because that's what we do with the kids on a regular basis, is we mind trick them into making the right choices.
Well, yeah.
I don't accept that.
That's why your renegade score is through the roof.
No! That's my point!
You have so many dark side points you don't even know.
No, that is my point, is that sometimes genuinely tricking people into not realizing that they're making the right choices is being a good person.
Incorrect. Yeah. In the later games, instead of giving you good, like, red or blue options, they just give you the option to punch a bitch instead. Which is great. And Shepard just going around punching people. Or pulling a gun on them, as is the Commander Shepard way of doing things.
But like, this frustrates me, and I know I can already see in next week's recap, Willow gets angry about the inability to be morally great.
See, no, Bio points out, that's just, what you're doing is just gaslighting. It's entirely different from magic gaslighting.
I don't gaslight the kids!
You just admitted to doing that.
No!
You're just not using magical powers to do it.
It's, honestly, sometimes I disagree. Sometimes I genuinely think psychology and social work skills are basically mind tricks.
Well, at any rate, it's time to call it for the week. So, next week we'll be back with more threatening people with violence in order to save them from actual violence.
That isn't the point. At any rate, we'll catch you guys later.
Bye.